Neha, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great and always excited to have a session with you.
That's nice. I'm also equally excited because we always have insightful conversation and we learn from each other in terms of perspectives, and I truly love it.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know about you, but I always learn so many things, so many new things.
Oh, that's great. I have my Pandora box ready. I think I have something really good to share with you. I've already collected a lot of things. So let's begin.
Um,
Okay? Yes. So, Neha, today's conversation is quite controversial, and that is homemade food and ready made food. First, I would like to know from you, in your idea, which one is better and why?
okay. So I think it's going to be a very common and expected answer. Homemade
Yes.
food, obviously, is I think no other option can beat this one,
Hmm,
homemade
hmm,
food, because I don't think so. One can digest outside food easily. So
hmm,
I personally like homemade food. Homemade
hmm.
food is best food. So I would that my vote goes to homemade food.
Even I also agree with B. My vote also goes for homemade food. However, Neha, I can see whenever I go to any supermarket, in fact, if watched all the episodes of Shark Tank, and I can see how much the craze for ready made food is increasing day by day. What is the reason behind it? People are liking it, people don't want to cook food at home. What exactly is the problem? Why this change is happening?
It's just that the very strong reason is everyone wants everything in no time. We are always looking for options. I
Okay,
think
okay.
in today's era, we
Hmm,
want everything in ready-made stuff.
hmm,
So the first reason is uh, students they
hmm,
come from their homes and they
hmm,
live there are options PG options, or they live if they are living in separate quarters,
hmm,
so they do not want to cook,
hmm.
because obviously they have to work. They if they are working or if they are studying, so they are already exhausted, and they do not want to invest their time in
Hmm.
cooking. So the very convenient option is the ready to cook food
Yes,
kind of
yes,
stuff.
yes,
Secondly,
correct.
these all things are eye catching, man. We get
Okay.
fascinated. We get fascinated by those beautiful packaging,
Mhm,
and uh,
mhm,
when we go through the ingredients or
hmm,
the what are the keynotes that it is healthy, it has this, it contains this protein, vitamin, mineral. So we just rely on those things, but it is not
Very light.
actually. Yes, ma'am. So I think so. Everyone is working or studying. Everyone wants to have ready to eat kind of thing. They do not want to invest their time
Hmm,
and energy, and
hmm.
that is the main reason.
So, do you think? I totally agree with whatever you have said. We don't want to invest time, or maybe we are not having cooking skills. X, Y, Z reasons are there. But do you think that we are going in the right direction? Because this is Westernism. So, do you think that we are going in the right direction?
No, not at all. Not at all. Because it is not the right way
Hmm,
to live a happy and healthy life. Yes,
hmm,
you are young, you have that in the like if you are young, your digestion system is pretty strong, and your
hmm,
immune system is also strong,
hmm,
so you are digesting each and everything. But later on, in when you will be in your 30 like 40s, so
hmm,
you have to so many health issues. And
hmm,
we how can we ignore all the depression, obesity? What
hmm,
are these? These are the outcomes of yes and
hmm.
junk food, outside
Hmm.
food, right? So
Right.
I don't think so that we are going in a right direction.
Hmm,
It's high time. It's already high time. So just we should take a pause and we should think. So
hmm,
instead of when if I talk about Maggie, I
hmm,
think young generation they are crazy. They're
hmm,
mad.
hmm.
Maggie, you are
Yes.
giving me smile. Do you like Maggie?
So actually, I was a Maggie lover. Like I was not the person who used to eat Maggie every single day, but somehow I realized, introspected, and from past 4.5 years, I've not consumed Maggie.
Uh,
So that's why that smile is coming. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know why they like Maggie. I personally do not like it at all.
Hmm.
And now my son is growing, so he demands. Otherwise, I never gave him Maggie.
Hmm. Okay.
Never ever. I never cooked Maggie for him. So, but if I talk about my neighbors,
Hmm.
they're two girls, and every
Hmm.
time they like what they eat. If I
Hmm.
tell you, only
Hmm.
pizza and Maggie. That is it. And I'm
They are.
literally worried about yes. As I mentioned, they're working. They're working. They have their night shifts for all day long. They sleep and they eat these kind of food items. So,
Hmm.
what is going to be in their future?
I think.
Definitely, they are going to face so many health issues.
Hmm.
It is pretty evident.
Hmm.
Whatever they are, what is their schedule? If we think they are, they have no sleeping hours, no
Mhm.
for the whole night they are working, then they sleep in day hours, and then
Hmm.
what the food they are taking.
Hmm.
So that is
Consuming.
not yes consuming, so that
Hmm.
this is not going to help in any way, but they don't have any option because after having so many hours of work,
Hmm.
so of they want something quickly.
But Neha, I don't think that is a good excuse. I also work in the night shift, but still I prefer home cooked food and I do eat home cooked food. I help my mom every day to cook and then I eat home cooked food. So I think it all depends on what is our priority, what we want to give our body exactly. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now Neha, taking this conversation a little bit in a different direction. There is one Hindi quote that I would like to put here, and I want you to tell me if you agree with that, you disagree with that, whatever your idea is. Jaisa an, vaisa man. You must have heard of it.
Right.
Yes. Now, can you explain this particular quote that I mentioned from the perspective of homemade food and ready made food? What do you think?
Exactly, ma'am. It is. I go with this quote,
Hmm.
whatever you mentioned, because just imagine we live all alone. We don't have a mom to cook because we mostly young people live far from their places. So if they cook themselves, they know
Hmm.
all the ingredients they are
Hmm.
using,
Hmm.
and they will definitely choose all those. Material or all those food items which are not going to harm.
Nourish them.
Yes, all that nutrient food. I was not getting this.
Nutritious.
Okay. So if we have, just imagine if we have outside food, it is going to, obviously, it is going to be very spicy, creamy, saucy. So
Hmm.
all there are two terms in our Vedas, Sattvic
Yes,
and Tamasic Bhojan.
absolutely.
So Tamasic Bhojan goes with all those spices and those which actually increase our temperament or blood pressure, I would say. So obviously, if we are going to have that very food, so it is going to make us more furious.
Correct.
What I believe,
Angry,
but
agitated.
yes, agitated and angry. But if we
Hmm.
have that sattvic type of food, homemade, which is cooked by all the love and all the purity of feelings, right? Though it is going to be very simple, maybe sometimes it is bland, I would say. It has no taste. But
Hmm.
if in terms of nutritious value, it is going to be very useful for us. And we, after that food, we will feel light and we can enjoy sound sleep also. We don't
Correct.
have to go for all those gastric medicines after
Yes.
having spicy food.
Correct.
So this is the
Totally agree with you. And I think it has a lot to do with mental stability also. Do you think what we eat affects our mental health also in some way? What do you think about this part?
exactly, ma'am. As I mentioned that if we are going to have that spicy food, so it is going to increase our blood pressure,
Hmm.
and it will affect on our temperament. We are going to be very annoyed and angry. So
Hmm.
if we are not in good frame of mind, how can we enjoy whatever we do? If we are
Hmm.
studying, we will not concentrate. If we want to have a sound sleep, we will not be able to have a sound sleep, and
Hmm.
it will affect our behavior also.
Correct.
We of course we that frustration, or we are going to behave cranky. So
Correct.
it is evident,
Hmm.
and I believe in that. So food is definitely that major major thing that affect our mindset also. So
Yes.
if we have very soft and simple food,
Hmm.
definitely we will be able to concentrate on our study,
Hmm.
and we will be able to take a nap or
Conscious
take a
decision. Yes.
sound sleep, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we can read also.
Hmm.
Now most of our students, they are dependent on coffee. So what is it? It's
Yes.
caffeine,
Hmm.
right? So they
Hmm.
just want to study, they just want to burn the midnight oil. So for this purpose they go
Graduate.
for coffee,
Hmm.
right?
Yes.
For those for that midnight appetite or hunger,
Hmm.
they go for choose Maggie. So I
Yes.
don't. So they are going on a right track. They need to understand and they need to work on their cookery skills also, so that they can at least make namkeen chawal for them.
Exactly. At least something very basic like cooking a biryani, rice, bread, butter, something very simple, but still
Yes.
something that is cooked by you or maybe somebody for you,
Uh,
but it should be home cooked. That's the most
yes.
important. Correct?
Mm,
Okay. So, Neha, again and again, you mentioned that how important it is to cook, how important it is to consume home cooked food. But
yes.
still, our youngsters are going in that direction. We have understood that they are going in the wrong direction.
Hmm.
Can we do anything? Is there any solution or the trend is going to continue?
There is definitely there is solution, but the thing is, if we talk about families, let's say we live in joint family. So actually, I live here in Mohali nuclear family. So what happens every time if my son demands anything,
Hmm,
kurkure, chips, or Maggie, so I restrict him not to
hmm,
have it. I
hmm,
have that power. Okay, no, I'll not give you today. Okay, I'll give you after some days. But
hmm,
let's when I visit Himachal, so there are his grandparents. So just to shower their love. I'm
hmm,
not saying that they are wrong, but it happens. It just I'm giving my example. It happens. Even my
hmm,
parents also
yes,
do the same.
hmm,
बच्चा मांगता है तो दे दो.
yes,
Okay, so just it is. I don't think so that it is going to benefit our kids in any way. So we should be there. It is high time. We need to take strong step and we need to be little bit strict with our kids. We have to make them understand the value of actual value of good food and bad food.
hmm,
Because just to show trendy and just to show cool or stud, we are
hmm.
consuming anything. We
Anything
know
in it.
born Yes, anything and everything. We know Bonvita is not healthy. We know
Correct.
Maggie is not at all healthy. It's okay. But the thing is, uh, I am the one who
Hmm,
add Bonvita into his milk because he demands now. When
correct.
he was young or little, then
Hmm,
I never went for these options. But now, as he grew in and he has a conversation with his friends and say cousins, so they are
hmm.
like, "Oh, मेरा तो favorite ये वाला है," this kind of stuff. So he always comes with
This is my favorite drink. That is my favorite drink. So he's getting influenced.
influence. Yes, ma'am. So every time I cannot deny, I cannot refuse. I
Okay.
have
Mhm.
to listen to him also because I do not want him to feel ignored or my mama is very strict. She does not fulfill my desire or she does not give me these kind of things. Whenever we go out, so what we
Hmm,
do, we are buying all these snacks, chips,
hmm,
kurkure, kind of stuff. Actually,
hmm,
nowadays all these kind of stuff is easily available.
hmm,
We can find all these things, kurkure, chips, lays. So when we feel little bit like when we want to have something, so what
hmm.
we do, when what I do, we don't have any option, so we go for these kind of items, no. So and we ignore fruits. We ignore
Yes.
fruits. No one wants to have fruits. But yes,
Hmm,
yesterday only I came through video. It was about a very no young girl. So
okay.
her mother was offering her chocolates, candies,
Hmm,
all the stuff, junk, and she was denying, no, no. And when she just offers her broccoli, and
hmm.
she just that and
Oh,
had that.
wow.
So I
Where is that
literally,
magical child?
yes, I showed that video to my son, and he was like, "Mama, I don't believe these are just
Okay.
for the sake of reels." He was
Okay.
like.
Okay. Yes, yes.
So yes, I always try to convince him that you should consume good, healthy food.
Hmm.
But we actually, it's not only about. It is not in our hand actually, because when you step out,
Hmm.
every shop is filled with these kind of things.
Yes.
Variety is
Variety.
there.
Hmm.
So this is kind of Maya Jal. I don't know what how to express it. Maya
Yes.
Jal hai.
So it's like illusion. It's a web of illusion. Maya is
Yes,
illusion. So it's creating
illusion.
an illusionary mindset that, oh, this is going to satisfy our taste buds, so we should quickly consume it. And that's
Right.
why these companies are spending crores of money for choosing a perfect color for their packet, a
Yes,
perfect
ma'am.
size of their packet. They are spending a lot on this PR just to get the things right. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Neha, right from the beginning all the way up till here, you still constantly believe that home cooked food is good. Yeah. So now let's have a debate. Okay.
Okay.
So you are the one who's preferring home cooked food, and I'm the one who's preferring ready made food. You have already given your points, and now I'm giving you my counters. And if you have
Okay.
solutions for those counters, good. Otherwise, let's see what happens in our debate.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I'm a working mom and I really don't have any time to cook for my kids. That's why I want quick options, and ready-made options, ready to eat food are really good. And your home cooked food is not giving that convenience to me. So I'm not going for home cooked
Okay.
food.
So fine. Understood. If you are working mom, so you are doing other household stuff also. You are getting ready. If okay, you can give me this statement that I have hired a maid for my household
Hmm.
chores. Understood.
Yes.
Understood. But if you are getting ready, if you are applying makeup, if you're going and have doing your work, so I think you are educated enough.
Hmm.
Okay, you
Of
are
course.
educated enough, and I don't think so that I have to give you so many reasons just to
Hmm.
tell you that whatever you are consuming and whatever your children are consuming is not healthy at all. So
Mhm.
it's I can only suggest you to go for simple food. I'm not like as a working professional, you are not supposed to go for very technical or very complex dishes.
Yeah, intricate food recipes.
Yes. So you can go
Intricate.
for
Yeah.
okay. Your voice is breaking, ma'am. Please repeat.
Intricate. Intricate.
Intricate.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
just type it out for you.
Okay. Done.
Hmm. This is the word.
Okay. Intricate. Okay.
Hmm.
Fine.
Yeah.
So there are so many.
Hmm.
Please let me. Huh. So yes, there are so many other options. You can go for simple homemade food, simple potato bhaji kind of stuff.
Hmm.
As I told, veg pulao. Okay.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
If you are tired, you can go for outside food. But I believe once it should be once in a blue moon, not
Okay.
frequently.
Mm-hmm.
And your health and your family's health is completely your priority, so it's your call. Whatever you like, what food you choose, but I can only suggest you as a homemaker that you should go for easy option rather than because when we order something, we have
Hmm.
to wait to get that
Yes.
order delivered at a doorstep.
Very good.
So by
Yes.
the time, if we are waiting by the time, that time we can invest in simple cooking,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
Going,
And
and cooking is not only about eating. In a way,
yes.
we are connecting with each other.
Yes,
it's
we are.
it's it's emotion. Cooking food is not only a thing to have and just to we can't take it as a fuel. It's actually food for me, it's an emotion. I am showering my love to my family
Yes.
in the shape in like all those dishes. So what I believe, rest your take, your call.
Exactly. Neha, when you said food is an emotion, that reminds me of Master Chef Ranveer Barar. He always says food is an emotion. He always says
Wow.
like that. So it feels like, oh, Ranveer Barar is talking. Anyhow, now let me change the role. Now, see, I am preparing for my UPSC and I really don't have time to cook and do all of that stuff. Moreover, my culinary skills are not good. and it's not the time for me to start cooking and start learning how to cook. So I think, madam, I think it's very difficult for me, and I can't cook. Ready-made options are good for me because I don't
Oh,
know how to cook.
fine, very nice. You are preparing for UPSC skills, but just imagine what if at that very day you fall sick, you
Hmm.
have stomach infection
Hmm.
due to your ready-made food. So would you be able to give your best shot in your exam? It is not going to happen in any way. So
Hmm.
you should think and you should go for homemade food. It is not only about very spicy and appealing food. You can go for simple options, simple vegetable and chapatis. So now it's up to you. Do you really want to crack your UPSC? And you can do only if you will be able to present it that day. So
Correct.
now
Okay.
again, both is in your court.
Yes. But the point is, here you mentioned simple food that doesn't satisfy my taste buds. Okay, my hunger is satiated, but my taste buds are not satisfied. And Neha, this is the biggest thing that people come up and say that, okay, homemade food can satiate our hunger, but it cannot satisfy our taste buds. So then what will you say?
So, okay, if you are so passionate about your taste buds, you can go for ready-made food once in a week. You
Okay.
can go for option like you can have chocolate, a bar
Mm-hmm.
of chocolate, or
Mm-hmm.
you can put ice cream or coffee. There are so many options, but you have to pay attention to the amount of that food you are consuming.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because I think if you are preparing for your exam, you are intellectual enough or you are intelligent enough what is right for you and what is wrong for you. And life is not only about having taste, like having food which appeals to your taste buds, or life is not only about what you want from it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have to choose sometimes. Uh, we have to choose all those options which may not be very eye catchy or fascinating,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have any choice because that options are going to be very useful for us.
Hmm.
So rest again, it's your call. I have given my point of view.
Very nice. Neha, I don't know if you know this or not, but the sort of way you are presenting your thoughts today for this particular topic, this is called an open-ended conversation. Like the way you mentioned again and again, the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. So that means that's a very nice way of connecting with audience. Especially the salespeople do that. I don't know if you know about this. Salesperson do that when they just leave everything to you, open ended. Now you decide. So that means you are giving a strong conviction filled opinion, reason, and then you are leaving it. That's also a strategy. I think over time you have developed it automatically. And up till now, I was only appreciating one thing. Okay, you have got conviction, you just have to improve your vocabulary and a little bit of pronunciation and try to talk on abstract topics. That conviction has also come. Now this open ended way of communication is very nice. Please go ahead and continue with that, but please make sure that you are using this strategy for the correct topics.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that is very important. So today's topic was very nicely combining and complementing it, and the strategy turned out very well for you.
Thank
Okay.
you so much. You know what, ma'am? After the session, whenever I go through the recording, I feel really mesmerized, or sometimes I feel wonder. It's really me because with you now, I'm literally comfortable and I'm able to present myself in a good way. It is just, I don't know how you did it. I am
Oh,
also amazed because really, ma'am, credit goes to you because I wasn't able to present myself in such a way because you just give a every time you give a very nice twist to our conversation. It is not now. I literally sometimes I feel nervous whether I'll be able to present myself, or whether now it's like I have to meet your expectations every time. So it is going for me, it is going to be challenging for me. But
yes.
I know when you are here with me, so I am ready to face any challenge.
Wow, that's very nice. That's very nice to know that I'm able to comfort you and pull you out of your comfort zone. Because simple conversation, okay, we have reached to that level as we have already discussed. Let's take it to another level every single time. Jaisa an, vaisa man, taste but
हाँ,
satisfaction. All these are very different. I can simply would have asked you what are your favorite food items, this and that. That is very casual and general. You have crossed that level. Yeah. So
yes,
let's not get back there. Okay. Now, Neha, there are certain things that I would like to help you with. First of all, I was a little surprised with this, so would like you to pronounce it, please.
oh, what is it going to be?
Yes,
Coffee?
yes, but you said coffee. It's coffee.
Okay, हाँ, coffee. वो I
Yes.
when you know,
I think
eh,
slip of tongue. Yes.
हाँ.
It's slip of tongue. Okay. Understood. Can you use this word eye catching a lot of times when you were talking about ready made food? You
Yes,
can say alluring. I'm typing it out for you.
allure.
Alluring packaging. Okay. Instead of
Okay,
using this word eye catching, I think now everybody has started using it. Better use the word alluring. That's better
alluring.
word. Okay.
Okay,
Then you said the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. Fine, there is no problem in that. You can also say the onus lies on you.
okay.
Let me type it out for you. Onus lies on you. Now you decide what you want.
Honest lies on you. Yes, it's new phrase for me.
Yeah, you can also say, I believe you are a better decision maker.
Okay.
You can just tempt that person. Oh my God, that person is considering me as a good decision maker. So you are creating
Mm.
that insight. You are a good decision maker now. Leaving with
Oh,
that expression also that you are good decision makers now. Like that, you can leave your conversation and the person will agree to you.
yes,
Okay.
done.
Now you said cookery skills, no problem. Better use the word culinary skills.
Culinary skill. Yes,
Yes, that's better. About that debating thing, you should think. You can also use the word introspect. You should
introspect.
question back yourself. Introspect is also a very
Mm.
is a very common word now. You should question back. That's a better
Question back.
word. Okay, or you can say that you can put yourself into the situation and then double think about your thoughts, double
Okay.
think about your choice.
Think about your choice.
Now when
Okay.
you are saying think, you are just saying think, but when you are saying double think or rethink, you are emphasizing that how much you want that person to think. Okay,
Okay.
because Neha, now you are not just learning how to speak English, now you are learning how to create that impact
In-
with your words.
Right.
Okay, so if you really want a person to think, you should say, now you should double think on your choices like that. Okay, now Neha, people generally think fascinated means that we are we are curious about thing. It is not like that. Generally this word fascinated is used when we are talking about any imaginary or magical sort of a context. Yeah,
Okay.
so we are not fascinated by the ready made items, we are drawn towards the ready made items. हम खिंचे चले जाते हैं उनकी तरफ.
चले जा रहे हैं.
So
हाँ.
we are drawn towards that. We are not fascinated. We know how Maggie tastes. We are not fascinated about the taste of Maggie. We all know that. We are
Right.
drawn towards those items because they are so alluring, appealing to our eyes.
Yes.
Understand? You said digestive system. You can also use it is not good for our gut health.
Gut health. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So that's definitely something that you can
Mm.
definitely include in your conversation. Okay.
Okay. He calms their hunger.
Thanks. I'm writing it down. Hunger. For example, Snickers ad. Snickers, that is the chocolate that calms our hunger pangs for a
Hunger
little
pan.
while. Yes.
Little.
Okay. So, Neha, these are the better words, better phrases, how you can make your conversation about food much more impactful. Yeah.
That- Yes.
Okay. So, Neha, that's all from my side. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed the session. It was nice
Yes.
connecting with you.
And time flies
It
when
does.
we
It
discuss.
does.
Oh, okay.
It
Yes,
flies.
ma'am.
Thank you so much, Neha. Hope to connect soon. Bye bye. Take care. Have a good time.